Okay, let's try this again. I hid the other one. I didn't delete it. I hid that broadcast so nobody can watch it. And I'll continue from where I left off. Yeah, it crashed again. Again. People probably knew that. Hi, good to see you. Okay, this is boiled. So now I'm going to put the drained tomatoes up on top. And you just have to, I just have to, yeah, I know Periscope's been having a lot of problems lately. It's really crazy. I do too. So everybody, I'll tell you what's in here. Since I've just had to go off and come back in, I've got one big huge sweet potato in here. I've got a can of diced tomatoes. I got, I have pinto beans, a cup of vegetable broth, 1 onion, 1 carrot, 2 stalks of celery, 1 large sweet potato, the half a cup of corn will come in at the very last, 1 red bell pepper, chili powder, cumin, cardamom I've got instead of cinnamon, smoked paprika, now olive oil at the bottom, and salt and pepper to taste. Now, now I'm going to put the lid on and I'm going to take this off there. Now, put the lid on pressure and set for 3 minutes. So I'm going to go back. And I wanted to explain to you what's in here instead of completely starting over. I just tell you what's in here, more or less, like make sure that you never were in here the first time. And I'm sorry that happened. I don't know why this thing's up. I'm going to fix that. That thing popped up, and I got to make sure that doesn't pop up. There we go. The red button was up, and that's not supposed to be like that. There, it's up, but it's not supposed to. There, it popped down. Okay, now custom time. Now I go down to 3 minutes, and I do have my seal in. I have forgotten that a time. One time I did forget that. There, now, hopefully I won't get knocked off again. Oh, that's horrible. I think so much wrong. Hi, Alex. You came in, you came on this and I had to hide my other one for the simple fact that Periscope crashed again. Yeah, yep, I do. Periscope crashed again and I hid my other, I didn't delete it because I had some super hard, so I just hid it so nobody can watch it because it's not complete. So hopefully I won't get knocked off this time. I don't understand what's been with Periscope lately. That's about the 3rd time I've had Periscope crash on me. People were leaving left and right, and I couldn't figure out why. They said they could see it crash. I imagine they could see it crashing. I couldn't see it crashing, but people started dropping off, and then all of a sudden it just ended on me. Right in the middle sentence, it ended on me. And I thought, what the what? You do? I think that there's a lot of problems with Periscope, and they need to fix it. Oh, is it blurry? I don't want to restart it. Yeah, freezing. Yeah, Alexis has had that problem. Hers was freezing up real bad for people this morning. Hers wasn't blurry, but it was freezing and stuff like that, I think that Periscope has got a lot of problems. I think you're right, Alex. They do. They have a bug in the app. Oh, good. I'm glad it does look good now. Awesome. And I hope it stays that way. We'll just knock on wood and pray that this Periscope doesn't get bunged again, because I have to more or less let everybody know what was in here so I could tell you, so I could more or less start it over, because I already had stuff in my pot and you couldn't see that because it's been hidden. So you'll just have to start with this one, and I'm just going to tell you what's in here. And for those that just came in, if you want to know what's in here, I will tell you. First of all, I put some olive oil in the bottom of my pot. I did start over, but I didn't start from the very, very beginning because I had everything in the pot already. So I just started with what was in the pot. But I did tell people what's in the pot, and I will do this again. Start over from scratch. Yeah, I probably could, but with everything in the pot, I want to get it cooked and stuff. But anyway, I put two tablespoons of, it said 2 teaspoons, but that didn't seem like enough, so I put tablespoons in the bottom. I put carrot, celery, onion, and red pepper in the bottom. There was 1 carrot, 1 big red bell pepper, 2 celery stalks, and 1 onion that were all chopped, and I put in the bottom with my oil and cooked that for 5 minutes. And then I added my spices, which the spices are chili powder, cumin, calls for cinnamon, but I use cardamom, smoked paprika. And I added them all together. I just put them in one little small thing and just dumped them in. And then after I did that, then I added my sweet potato, my beans, and my stock. It's one big, huge sweet potato, which took me a while to cut that one up. And beans, I bought a can of pinto beans instead of really regular chili beans. I thought they would work just as well. And I put a cup of stock in here and got it to boiling. And I put the lid on. That's only going to take 3 minutes now. And then I'll do a quick release when it's done. Basically, that's all it's in it. And of course, there's salt and pepper, or salt. There's no pepper. But it should be an awesome chili. I've never had sweet potato chili. I was right in the middle of trying to figure out what yams and sweet potatoes were. People were telling me what yams and sweet potato were, and all of a sudden, boom, I got knocked off. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. You know, I'm just, oh, I see Emil's in here. Hi, Emil. Been missing you and Daniel's on Sundays. No, Alex, I don't eat meat. You know I don't eat meat, you stinker. You know I don't eat meat. I don't eat meat, Alex. It doesn't call for that in this recipe. Anyway, this is a vegan recipe. Hi, Alexis. Ha, you committed a good time. Oh, I know you might like meat, but I don't use meat. You committed a good time, Alexis. This is my second go-round. The first one, it crashed. It crashed right on me. I'm not sure. It crashed on me, Alexis, right in mid-sentence, so I had to start over again. So basically, I had everything in the pot, and I just told everybody what was in the pot. Oh, good. Working sink. That's awesome. That's awesome. This is a very simple soup. It's only going to cook 3 minutes, and then I release the pressure. But anybody that just came in, like Alexis, I will tell you what's in here. One huge sweet potato. I have a can of diced tomatoes in here with drained out. I put a can of pinto beans in here in lieu of chili beans. You can use those instead. Like I said, the sweet potato is about this long, so it took me a while to get that up. And there's 1 carrot in here, chopped up. 2 stalks of 1 carrot, 1 onion, and 2 large celery stalks. Of course, the sweet potato, I talked about that. It's got a red bell pepper in it. I've got corn to put in, but that's at the very end. And the seasonings are chili powder, cumin, and I put cardamom in lieu of cinnamon, smoked paprika, and then salt. That's basically what it has in it. And boy, does it ever smell good. I can smell it right now. Woo-wee! Welcome back, Emil. It's really got a strong smell. Now, I didn't put as much chili powder in it called for. It called for a tablespoon of chili powder. Those that know me know I don't do hot and spicy, so I just put a teaspoon in. I thought, well, I'll put a little bit in, but I won't put it near in as much. So I just left the large amount of the chili powder on. I didn't put the 2 teaspoons of cumin in it called for, though. I could have just cut that down to 1, but I did put 2 of those in there. But this ought to be pretty good. I just don't do hot and spicy. I don't know. It doesn't taste good to me, and it affects my stomach. If my stomach starts bothering me, then I know I'm eating stuff that I shouldn't be eating. So I have to be really, really careful. I don't like eating stuff that's real hot and spicy. I've never done real well with spices in the first place. So this is trying to come up. It's almost up to the top. I just don't do well with spices. But people that know me, I would rather knock the spices out, and cut back on them as to put them all in here and then have a problem. So as you can hear, it's hissing right now. It's trying to come to pressure, and as soon as it comes to pressure, it'll stop the hissing. Because it does that. It's almost to the top right now. It's coming up. A very simple recipe. Oh, please. No, I'm not going to add beef or chicken, Alex, since I don't eat it. I haven't been eating meat for 2 years, and I don't want to, over 2 years, and I don't want to start now. So, there, it just came to pressure. No, I don't want to start now. So, this can be good for vegans as well as non-vegans alike, because everybody loves sweet potatoes. Although, like I said, I was trying to determine what's the difference between yams and sweet potatoes. I thought they were the same, and people were telling me they're different. Well, then, we were getting in a good conversation about yams and sweet potatoes, and all of a sudden, Periscope goes bonkers on me. It went south really fast. I hate that when people have been having their scopes freeze on them. I guess Alexis's scope was freezing on her this morning, although during the replay, there was no freezing up. It went through just fine. But I guess on the live stream, it has a tendency to freeze. Oh, awesome. Awesome, Alex. You'll love it. You'll love it. I love my I don't know if Karen Ames is in here. She was in there on the previous one, but I did order from her party. I got go get the simple slicer with the make your own chip set. I guess it all comes together. The things you can put your chips in or put tacos into, those little stands that's in the book. They're a new item, I do believe. So I got that. So I ordered that today because I didn't realize it was up. Tomorrow was the last day to order anything. So when she told me that, I thought, well, I better get my order out. You know, basically what she did is she messaged me to tell me about, guess who came back in this morning? Charles Diano. But the reason I'm not following him or he's not following me, Alexis, is I blocked him. I blocked him about a week or two ago with that very same username. So he's blocked. I'm in the United States. Oh, the V-shaped pans. Yeah, I couldn't think what they were. The V-shaped pans where you can make your own chips, you know, or put your taco stuff in it. I'm getting that, but I didn't know that the simple slicer come with it. Or the the simple slicer. And I wanted that simple slicer because I'm hankering for fried potatoes. But you know, when you slice them yourself without something, you can't ever get them all the same size. Well, that gets them the same size. She said 1/16, 2/16, and 3/16. So you get them all the same size, and it's got a guard on it, and that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, you got here pretty fast, Alex. You got here pretty fast, means you're in California. Wow, what you fly on a bird? That's pretty good, but if she wouldn't have reminded me, I would have never known it. Oh yeah, white pans for holding up chili dogs. Yeah, probably that too. But they're basically like for tacos or making your own chips, which Alexis has done before. She used those V pans to put the chips on, and they look awesome. They're cool. You know, that's one of the new products that Pampered Chef has. And I did see on her Facebook page the things that are being discontinued as of September 1st. Wow, there's a lot being discontinued. But I'll be anxious to see what's coming out in September. Yeah, you're funny. You're funny, Alex. Welcome back, Tammy. National Raspberry Cake Day. Awesome. My daughter was saying that Sunday is National Ice Cream Day. Well, that's the day I can make some ice cream then. I still got ice cream in the freezer yet. I want to heat it up before I make any more. Yeah, I ate meat for a long time. 150. Well, for those that do not know me, may have just started following me, I am on this vegan plant-based lifestyle because I was overweight. And it seems like I was one of those kind that did not eat to live. I lived to eat. And I would eat anything and everything. Well, I ballooned up to 250 pounds. And I did not like the way I looked. So I decided I've got to do something about it. So I thought, I'll take this route and see how it goes. And it's gone pretty well. It was not easy at first because when I saw the meat in the counter in the meat department, I wanted to buy it so bad, but I said, nope, I can't do that. And I wanted to buy it so bad, but I don't eat meat. I don't eat cheese. I do not drink dairy milk. I don't eat eggs. I use substitutes. If I want to make anything that has eggs, I'll use either chia seeds or flax meal. Because they make good eggs. Of course, you have to let them, get gelatinous. And this got 2 minutes to go. But for those of you that may not know, I've been vegan for almost 2 years. Well, over 2 years, excuse me. So I've been over 2 years, not almost. It's been over 2 years, but I'm not sure exactly how long. I kind of lost track of when I first started. And I see Michael Barrios coming here from Alexis' Scope. Welcome. Oh, you have plenty of fresh stuff in India. Awesome. I don't have a garden here. I can't have a garden here where I'm at. However, I wanted some fresh tomatoes, so I went and bought me a patio tomato, and I just have to keep it watered. It's in a gallon pot, and I just keep it watered every day, every other day or so. And it's got about 15, 16 tomatoes on it, so I'll be anxious to get those and make a lot of salads with it, you know. And I tell you something, Alex, that salad cutting bowl that you got me, it gets a lot of use. When I have salads, I use it all the time, and I use my knife too. This is what I use to cut up the sweet potato. I couldn't find anything smaller because it's like Alexa said, when you cut something up, you want it to be bigger than what you want the knife to be bigger than what you're cutting up, because it's got to have enough room. So I use that. Oh, you are when the vegetables. Oh, awesome. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick release on this, and I'm gonna turn this around. Those people that know me, I don't want this getting on my cup. I'm moving my thing. Okay, I'll pick it up. Let's do this. All right, now I'm gonna release the pressure. You can see a lot of steam comes out. I'm doing that because I don't want it getting it on my cupboard, and it won't this way. But this I love. This is my favorite thing of all that Pampered Chef has. Oh my goodness, I was thrilled to death when I got this, and this thing has been used and used and used. I'll use it maybe 2 or 3 times a week sometimes. It is an awesome. What is it? This is a Pampered Chef quick cooker. It is just like the Instapot, only it has few more programs on it than your Instapot has. It works just like the Instapot. In fact, this recipe I did is an Instapot recipe put in the Pampered Chef quick cooker. What I like about this is you have a button here to push that for the steam, and the steam comes out there. You don't have to use a towel or a spoon like you do for the Instapot lid and vent it. Go from sealing to venting. I don't like that idea. Yes, this is electric. I used to have the old Presto pressure cookers you put on the stove. Oh, those things scared the bejeebies out of me because I'd lost the darn vent one time. That really scared me. But this is an electric pressure cooker. The normal price of it is $285. That's with your accessories. You've got a spring-form pan that comes with it and a ceramic pot. I got mine for $112 back in January because I hosted a party. Hi, River. I didn't see you in here. Welcome. Good, long time no see. It is an awesome thing to have because I love it. It makes fast work of everything. Okay, now just release the pressure. I'm going to let that down. Now I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to let you see what it looks like. Unplug this. And I'm going to move this back, and I'm going to get this out so I can sit this on here so you can see it, because I don't want to ruin my thing I got sitting down here. Push this all the way back, and then I can take the lid off. You got to be real careful when you pull the lid off too. And you don't get that lid wet. That lid cannot get wet. I'm going to go get my grips. Okay, because I got to put the corn in here yet. And I don't think I've measured it out yet. All right. I got to look at my instructions. Now you can see what this looks like. Oh, thank you, River. Thank you so much. It's taken a while, but oh, okay. Open the lid, add the corn, and check the seasoning. Okay, I'm going to add my corn. There's a half a cup of corn. So I'm going to, and that's frozen corn. So I'm going to put that in here. And so it's pretty well thawed out by now. But I want to measure out the corn, and then probably just stir it in, because this didn't have to be cooked in there at all. Thank you for the compliment, River, and thank you for coming in. Thank you to everybody for coming in and sharing this out. You guys are awesome. Okay. All right. Now, let's see what it says. I like it says top with jalapeno slices. I don't have that order, and crushed tortilla chips. I'm going to go ahead and stir this in here just a little bit, and then I'm going to get some tortilla chips, crushed tortilla chips. I'll find some. Just a minute. Okay. And then I can let you see what it looks like. This is going to be my topping. And then I'll let you see it. I'll get it out of the pot and I'll take the... Okay. Alright. Can you see under there? Look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? Look at that. That looks awesome. I am going to take a taste test. I always do. They always say a good cookie takes a taste test. I'm going to get my spoon out so I can test it. Because I like to see what I like to taste what I'm eating. It's going to be hot, I know. This is good. Well, I don't want any more stuff in there. Spices. Oh, yeah. This is awesome. A nice sweet potato chili. That's a huge sweet potato. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Well, yes, I'm completely vegan now, River. I went from eating the foods I was normally eating to plant-based. So, water in your mouth. Yeah, I can imagine a lot of people are going to water them up. But doesn't that look good? This is awesome. That is awesome. Wow, look at that. Just look at that. Wow, that's awesome. And I'll post this up on the Facebook, my vegan Facebook page, but I'm also going to post it up on the Facebook page for Quick Cooker. They have one, and I'll submit my recipes there. And of course, the admin there, she has to approve them, and sometimes it takes her a day or two before she gets them approved, but she eventually does. And I just have to do a search to make sure that this has not been posted on there before. So I'll check to make. I have not seen anything like this. Need some herbs? Yeah, I didn't have any herbs, but it's got plenty in it as it is. Because it's got your corn, your celery, your onions, your carrots, and it's got your peppers. Oh, you had to block somebody, Erlene, or do I have to block somebody? Let me see. Let me go back. No, it doesn't need some herbs. That's not very nice to say. It looks... Which one, Erlene? Let me know, because I didn't see. If you guys see something that needs to be blocked, go ahead and mute it, and I'll block it on my end, because I don't always see all the comments. Was it Matthew Vick? Because that's the one I just saw that says needs some herbs. Oh, you vote. Oh, see, you voted on it, but I see when you vote on it, I don't see it. I didn't see it. So if you voted on it, I didn't see it. Okay. See, I don't, the comments that you mark as abuse, the broadcaster never sees it. We do not see it. Hi, good to see you. So, the only way I would see it is if it comes to me first, before you even voted on it. Then I would see it. But, so it came to you first. Oh, good. Thank you for the super hearts. Thank you so much, Kim Ray. Yes, it's probably, a teenager or something, it's okay, let them talk. But like I said, they won't, your comments like that won't be seen on my end as long as you voted on it and got him off the, if you tell me who the name was, I can stop him from coming into my Periscope again. No, it wasn't you, because you're still in here. Not you, Matthew. No, not you. It was somebody that was marked abuse and he can't talk. Alex, they told me I need to block somebody that was voted on for abuse, but I did not see that person because I'm trying to explain that. And I wish that we broadcasters could see what you guys vote on, but unfortunately we cannot. I know Alexis can't either. If somebody votes on somebody in her broadcast, she doesn't know anything about it because it's gone. The only ones that she would see are the ones that did not get voted on or that somebody else missed. No, that's right. There is no. This is a drama-free scope. But anyway, let's go. How is everybody's weather today? Are you burning up yet? I'm sure Alexis is probably 90 degrees and above. My daughter said it's 90s and about 104 real feel. We are 80 today. And rain in England. Well, we'll send some rain here. We could use some. Oh man, 90, 95. Well, that's plenty hot. 78. Well, that's not bad. All high the 90s in Dallas. Yeah. Partly cloudy in Alabama and Arizona. Okay. 118. Whoa. Wow. Oh, we need rain. Yeah, Alex, you're a hoot. You really are. You are silly. You're talking on here, but you said you're at my door. Yeah, sure you're at my door. I didn't hear my doorbell ring. You are silly. You are a hoot, I tell you. But, you know, we're 80 degrees today, but I think the hottest we're going to get now, next Friday, I think, a week from today, we're going to get 90 degrees, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm hating 90-degree weather. But I think about, well, you're a stalker. No, you could never be anybody's stalker, Alex. You're too nice for that. Yes, there it is. You're too nice a person to be a stalker, Alex. Plain and simple. You're just too nice to be a stalker. But anyway, we're going to be 90 next week, and I'm thinking, oh, Lord. But then I got to thinking this morning, we've got the rest of this month, which hasn't too many more days of this month, and then we got August to go through. And August can be worse than July. So I'm hoping that it goes the other way, and it isn't quite as hot. We can only hope, because like I said, I don't do hot weather at all. I mean, I like the summer, don't get me wrong, but I don't like it so much heat. Yes, they do, because they just can't get cooled off, and they're constantly panting to try to get cooled off. Now, they are going to get groomed Sunday, which will help some. Although, with Chewy, he only gets his coat shortened. He does not get shaved because of his multicolors, because if they just shave him completely down like they do Buttercup, it might not grow back the way it is now, because he looks like a border collie. So they shorten it up real lot in his hiney and all over on his face, his ears and everything on his back end. They shorten it up real close. The one that did it before is a professional, and she did a good job. So they're going to get done on Sunday. Hopefully he'll feel a lot better. But it's so funny at night when he goes to bed. He won't go in his bed. Yeah. Here in Oregon, we've had 100-degree weather. We had it in June. We had some 100-degree weather. And last summer we had 100-degree weather. Yeah, I have 100-degree plus. So I know what it's like to be in 100-degree weather. It's horrible. It's just miserable. I cannot stand the heat. Of course, most people can't. But then you got the winter coming, and it's the other way. Too cold. And I say, well, take some of this heat that we get in the summer and bottle it for the winter. Most we get there is 30. Oh my goodness. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. But like I said, I'd like to take the heat that we have in the summer and bottle it and save it for the winter, because we can get really cold here. Although we don't get below zero that often. We can, but we don't that often. It stays pretty mild here in the wintertime, which I am so glad it does, because it's 100 degrees. My goodness. 100 is just a little too hot. I'm going to pull this down now. This is cooled off, and you can see in the pot now. No, I don't, unfortunately. No, I don't. I don't live on the coast. The coast of Oregon would be a lot cooler. My son likes to go camping on the coast of Oregon because it's a lot cooler there than it is here. No, I don't live by the ocean, Pacific Ocean or anything like that. Not that I wouldn't want to, but I just don't. Where I'm at, it's a good part of Oregon, but we're dry as a bone. The rain will shut off around April, May, something like that. It doesn't start back up until late October, early November, and it's horrible. We have to water our yard. No, I don't live in the mountains. Nope, I don't live in the mountains. No, I was born in Indiana. Fort Wayne, Indiana is where I was born. I lived there for many years. I lived there until after I graduated from high school, and then after I got married, then we moved out of Fort Wayne into the country in Indiana. Lived in Indiana for many years. You're in exactly where's that at? I don't think that sounds familiar to me. Salem, Indiana. I'm not sure where that's at. Oh, you were born in Indiana as well. I've been to Indianapolis. I've been to Cicero. Been to Valparaiso. Been to Michigan City. Well, I liked Indiana except for the winters. The winters are very, very harsh and cold. It gets well below zero. The wind chill is well below zero. It cuts into you like a knife, and it is so cold and so much snow coming on the ground. It's not unusual there where we were at in the northern part of Indiana, in LaPorte County, when we lived out in the country with the farmers, to get a foot of snow in one snowfall. But here in February, which I did do a periscope on it, we got 18 inches of snow in one snowfall, which is the most we've ever had since I lived here in Oregon. I could not believe that, 18 inches of snow. It was horrible. It took about a week or so to get rid of that snow. And I was afraid to walk because I didn't know where I was walking. I'd have to walk around snow piles as they piled it up on their sidewalk, and you couldn't walk in, so I'd have to walk in the street to get around it. But I was so glad when it melted. And my poor little dogs, when that snow hit, they did not know what to do to go to the bathroom. They'd start making a trail, and Chewy, he just hop like a bunny rabbit in the snow because he was trying to find a good place to walk. But once they made their path, they kind of stayed in that path and got back to the house in that same path. It was funny to watch them because he was not used to that kind of snow, and I don't think Buttercup is either because it never really snowed that much since I've had her, and she's 11 years old. So it hasn't really snowed that much. But 18 inches of snow, it was beautiful, but you didn't want to get out in it. Oh my goodness. It was, ice all over everything. The trees looked like an inch. I think there was about an inch of ice or stuff on the trees. It was terrible. We've had freezing rain here too. Not so much this winter, but the winter before we had freezing rain, and it got really bad, and I didn't get out in it. I'm used to that. There in Indiana, we had it all the time. One thing, thank you for the super hearts. One thing we do not have here that a lot of people have is mosquitoes. We don't notice. If we have them here, I don't notice them. Because in Indiana, I'd go to sit outside at night to cool off because it would be so blasted hot. We'd go outside to try to cool off. And the mosquitoes would just start biting at us, and we're swatting at them and just couldn't get comfortable outside. We just couldn't stand outside. Yes, they bit like crazy. Absolutely. You couldn't leave water standing around. If you had a rainstorm or something, you couldn't leave a bucket of water sitting around because that would make the mosquitoes want to lay their larvae in that water and make more mosquitoes. Yeah, they're awful. I don't like spiders either. We have spiders here, but nothing like that. But ants, yeah. I don't like ants either. Thank you. Well, thank you so very much, and thank you for joining. I hope you get a lot of pleasure out of this because I come in here mostly Sunday through Friday. Sunday I won't be doing a periscope, not a cooking scope anyway, because I'm getting my dogs groomed, so I won't be doing it then. But usually Sunday through Friday or Monday through Friday. You're welcome. So feel free to come in, usually at the same time every day or when I come in. I don't do it on Saturdays because that's the day I go to church, so I don't scope that day, not a cooking scope anyway. Thank you so much. That makes me feel good. That's why I'm here. I'm here for you. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys because I would have to end up talking to myself. But I'm not ignoring you, Alex. You're silly. Lots of ants in Arizona. Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. They're getting up there too. I've had a lot. I think a lot of the followers I've had have been trolls and bots. And I'm here to tell you, you've got to check your profile every day in your Periscope. And if you see somebody trying to follow you that you may not recognize, or it's a bot, or doesn't have any followers, block them. Because they're going to follow you in every scope you do, or they're going to come into everybody else's scope. Not lately, but I have been featured before. It's been a while since I was featured. I really don't, when I come in here, I don't plan on getting featured, but it did happen by accident. Last year, I think in October, I got featured. I was happened by accident, and I couldn't believe that I had 13,000 viewers that day. It's very seldom do I ever get 1,000 viewers. I did have 1,000 viewers a week or so ago. I had 1,000 viewers in my Periscope. I was not featured by 1,000 viewers, which is unusual for me because I usually don't get that many. But I'm thankful for what I do get. I'm thankful for all the hearts that you give me, the beautiful hearts that come up on the screen, and the super hearts as well. Because the super hearts, what I do with those is I take the money and I use it to buy food so I can make more foods for you, for the recipes. Now I will tell you this. The recipes I find, a lot of them I have to tweak to my liking. And you would have to do that too, because there's so many recipes out there that have things in them that you may not want to use, so leave them out. So I tweak them. And people have asked me if I've ever written my own recipe. I haven't even attempted it. I wouldn't know the first thing about starting and making my own recipe. It might be fun to try, but you'd have to basically test it out as you're making it. You know, as you're writing the recipe, you'd have to test it out to see if a certain thing you're making, test it out and see what the taste of it's like and if it's going to work out. That would be a lot of work. And as it was, it took me an hour to prepare, to get ready for this. I had to cut everything up and, you know, chop everything up. The sweet potato took the longest. It took a half hour alone just to do the sweet potato because I had to peel it, and I had to cut it up and use my knife and get it in small pieces. And it took a while to get that the way I wanted it. But the other things I chopped, I used the Pampered Chef food chopper. I used this, so that didn't take so long. But it's just getting them cut so I could chop them up. But other than that, the sweet potato took a long time. No, this is basically for me. But I come in here doing cooking scopes because people like to see cooking scopes. For some reason, cooking scopes are valuable scopes because you learn a lot. I have people in here that are not vegan, and I do this for those people as well as the vegan people. They want to learn how to live healthy and to eat better, so they'll come in to watch my scopes and learn. Oh, good, thank you. And a lot of the things I fix, they may be vegan, but you don't have to be vegan to like them. You can be non-vegan and fix them too. Because a lot of the times the vegan ones, I take and make them vegan, but if somebody non-vegan, like your Hershey's Cocoa, now anything that calls for chocolate, I will use carob powder. But if you want to use Hershey's Cocoa or cacao, feel free to do that. But I veganize it. Oh, thank you. I'll do a church scope again tomorrow because my son is going to be preaching again tomorrow. He's going to be continuing his sermon that he started a few weeks back on the Lamb of God. So I'm telling, oh, you do buy vegan food? That's awesome. That's awesome. Anyway, my son's going to be preaching tomorrow because the pastor's gone to camp meeting. I haven't even eaten it yet. It's still in the refrigerator. I'm going to be eating it after this. It's my dessert. I wanted to let it sit for a while. So I'm sure it's going to be good, but I haven't cut into it yet. I thought somebody would be asking me about that, but I haven't cut into it yet. But I'll do that after this. But anyway, my son will be preaching tomorrow, so if you want to come in and watch that, because he's an elder of the church and he does real good when he preaches. He's going to be continuing his sermon on the Lamb of God that he started a while back. But anyway, this is really delightful for me to come in here. You know, I enjoy this so much coming in here. No, he's not on Periscope, but I Periscope his sermons. He doesn't have Periscope. He doesn't go live with anything, but he knows that I go live and I go on He knows I have Periscope. He knows I love Periscoping, so, and he allows me to do his sermons because I put them up on YouTube. No, he's an elder of the church, but he does preaching a lot when the pastor's gone because the pastor right now is at camp meeting. Now, camp meeting is going on. It ends tomorrow. So we're not going to have a lot of people to church, but the ones that are there, we like to hear sermons. So he decided he's going to preach tomorrow. So I thought that's awesome because the people that have come in to hear him preach love to hear him talk. He's an elder of the church. No, he's not an assistant pastor, but he's real good at what he does. You know, he'll take several months to do his research. Before he'll give a sermon, he does his research for like maybe 4 months to get all the information he needs, so he's not misleading anybody, and that's what we should do. Anyway, this is a pleasure for me to come in here because I enjoy talking to you guys. I know you're there because I see your icons at the bottom. And if you weren't here, it wouldn't be the same, because I'm certainly not going to talk to myself. It would be Boresville. Who wants to hear yourself talk? But I know you're listening to me. You're getting value from this scope. Thank you so very, very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot, because if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in here. I enjoy coming in here and doing what I do best. This makes me happy, and I never, ever thought when I first started coming on Periscope I would do maybe 4 or 5 minute Periscopes, because I was shy. I didn't want to show my face. I was afraid to come on here. But I said, I'm going to do it anyway. If people didn't like the way I looked, they didn't have to look at me. So I started coming in. And as I gradually came in, I started doing a little bit longer and a little bit longer scopes. And sometimes I could do 2 hours. I'm usually not on here, but on other scopes I have. That's right. I do need an audience, and you're my audience. But when I first started, it was so small. And then I just gradually picked up. Awesome! I know mine's going to be Turtle Express. Mine won't come probably until next week sometime. Probably, Alexa said maybe Friday, Saturday, it'll come. So I'm not worried about that. When I get it, I'll get it. Well, you're so close to Illinois anyway, Erlene, since you're in Michigan. So you're going to get yours before I'll get mine. Mine is the last on the totem pole, I swear. I'm in Oregon, and it comes Turtle Express. Yes, I did. I didn't know if I could do it. When I first came on Periscope, and it wasn't out right away, when Periscope first came out, I didn't come in here. I didn't know anything about it at first, and I don't know how I found out about it, to tell you the truth. But I saw it on the App Store, and I thought, I wonder what this is. So I started I started watching people, started following people on Periscope, and I thought, well, this is interesting. I wonder if I can do this. So then I decided to make an account. And I thought, well, I'll come in here and see what people think. So I just did, 4 or 5 minute Periscopes. And as I gained confidence, it became better and better. And, you don't really know from looking at me that I was shy at one time. I'm not. Come on here, I can do it just like I've been doing it my whole life. Right, I do. I like to chat with you. I don't just cook the food. Well, the ones on YouTube will just cook the food and off they go. But I like to chat with you a little bit after I cook the food, and you see what I've cooked. Then I like to chat with you about your life, about your, what the weather is. Because I enjoy doing that. You learn a lot about me as well as I learn a lot about you. And that's what it's all about, is learning from each other. Because that's what's so good about Periscope. I have learned so much from everybody. People have helped me out down the line when I've had problems. Yes, I have. And you know something? I am so thankful for each and every one of them. Every one of my friends I have on here. I'm so thankful because it's because of you I'm here. You guys are absolutely awesome. You come in from day to day and you never criticize me about anything. If I run into a problem, you try to help me out with it. It's a little embarrassing when things go whoops, but I've learned. And I'm really loving coming in. I don't know what that person said. I gotta read that out. What the heck? Oh, is it? Is it, Arlene? I know you said you got the bowls. Well, you might not use it, but maybe just for one person you probably could. But anyway, I love coming in here. Oh, good. I love deep bowls, Arlene. You could put a lot in there, you believe it or not. Oh, absolutely, for the love of food. And like I said, I have a lot of people, a lot of followers on here that are not vegan. And I so appreciate them because they like to watch me do these scopes even though they're not vegan. And it's not my intention when I come in here to force anybody to go vegan, because that's not me. That's what I want to do. If people want to become vegan after watching my Periscopes, awesome. But if they don't, okay too. Because I don't force anybody into doing anything they don't want to do. If they want to continue to eat meat, that's fine. But I choose not to. Oh, it's the cool and serve. Oh, that, yeah, You know, I might get that during your party, Earlene, because I saw some things I need yet, and I may get that during your party. So that's something to think about. But if you guys weren't here, I would be bored. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. But I look forward to this each and every day. And when it gets close to time, I said, oh, I better start getting ready for Periscope because I got to go in and tell my friends, show my friends what I can do. I will, Earlene. I'll get it for your party. But I don't know what I would do if I didn't have Periscope to fall back on, because I watch so many Periscopes, Christian scopes as well as cooking scopes. I watch Alexis when I can. You know, I've never really given it a try. I've never really given it a thought. And I'm really not sure how that would work. I don't know how that would work. Now, I am a member of groups that sometimes will ask me to come into a Periscope. It's just for a group scope. But other than that, I have never really done. Now, I know Linda Sugar Drop has, and I don't know how that works. I really don't. So until I figured it out, I probably won't, because I think it's kind of confusing right now. I've seen people do it, but I don't know how they do it. You know, they say they're live, but yet they're on the scope with somebody else. So I don't know how it works, really. You know, and I'm thought about it maybe sometime, but you know, just like writing my own recipes, I might do that sometime. People keep asking me to do a cookbook. Well, the recipes I'm doing are not mine; they're somebody else's. Although I'm taking them and I'm veganizing them, so they're like mine anyway, because I'm changing them from regular to vegan. So I guess in a way you could say they are mine. But I just to write a recipe is something that I don't know if I could do. It takes a lot of time. You'd have to sit down and write it out and be willing to follow your own instructions and be able to make it the way you've got it written. And I don't know if I could really do that. I would rather do other recipes right now until I can figure out what I want to do. You know, I may eventually down the road, but for right now, I'm going to continue to look for recipes because there are so many good recipes out there. I get these on Pinterest. That's my sole place to look for recipes. I like it because there's so many more than just recipes on there. There's a lot of different things on there, but I love it for that because you can find any recipe you really want, you know, and just do a search for vegan or non-vegan or whatever. Or if you want a certain soup, you can search for that as well. You know, if you just want to make something with broccoli or something with asparagus or chickpeas, I did that one day. I was looking for recipes with just chickpeas and other things. You can do that too. There's a lot out there, but to know exactly how to make my own recipe, that's going to be a trial and error for sure. So I may do it someday, but for right now, I think I'm going to stick with what I'm doing, and that is looking for other recipes to do so I can go do them and show you what I can do and then get you to make them too. So I think I'm going to go in a little bit because I want to get this eaten before it gets cold. But I'm going to show this to you again. Look at that. Isn't that awesome looking? Look at that. Look at the colors of it. Oh my. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's going to be very good tasty. It's going to be very tasty. And I'll have some left over to put in a refrigerator. I got a big white bowl. I'll put it in like a soup bowl and I'll eat some of it. And I know I'm going to enjoy this. And I'm going to make this my final shot. So somehow put it down so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. So I want you to see this. I can hold this up like this. And this is the... hi, Mark. I've got there's chili. No, there's no chili itself. There's a little bit of chili powder, but I didn't use the chili powder it said. It calls for a tablespoon of chili powder. I only put a teaspoon because I don't like that much heat. What there is in here, Mark, is pinto beans. There's onions. There's celery. There's carrots. There's a red pepper. There's corn. There's diced tomatoes. There's your regular spices, your cumin, your chili powder. Let's see, I can look at the recipe. Let me get it here. Yeah, the spices are chili powder, cumin, and I put cardamom instead of cinnamon. Smoked paprika. You got your olive oil to saute on the bottom or sear on the bottom. There's a veggie broth too, a cup of that. It took one carrot, and there's one carrot and two things of celery I used. one onion, one humongous sweet potato, really big. It took a while. It took about a half hour to do that because I had to peel it and I had to dice it up. So it took a while to get that ready. So, but it finally got done, and it does look good. You can see the sweet potatoes in here. Right there's one sweet potato. Good. See, I'll eat sweet potatoes this way, but actually I eat that by itself, so it's not bad. I don't care for yams, but I think I could eat these pretty well. But I'm going to go real quick because I want to eat this, and I got some yard work to do. I want to mow the grass, I think. I'll see if it's dry enough to do that. I'll mow the grass, and I'll come on again. Well, that's Sunday. I don't think I'll be doing cooking scope. I may do a different kind of scope. I'll be coming on Sunday, hopefully, anyway. No, I don't want it getting cold. You're right. So, with that being said, I hope you all have a great day and you have a marvelous weekend. And I want you to take care. God bless. Bye-bye. And I love every one of you. And thank you so much for coming in. The live viewers as well as replay viewers. You don't know how valuable you really are. So you all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.